Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. It's hump day. Hope you guys are happy and doing well. Midday through the week. We're getting there. Friday's going to be here before you know it. How's everybody this morning? Let's put the chat up on the screen. There it is. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Pinky. How are you? Good morning, Roger. How are you today? Is it cooler at your end? We had a cool night. We had some rain, so it's actually very damp this morning. And boy, my hands are letting me know about it. That's for sure. But what a wonderful break from the heat. Good morning, Sage. How are you doing? How's mom? Hello, Miss Pam. Hello, sweetie. She says, oh, thank goodness I went to the wrong reminder and I thought I'd lost my mind. Nope, you got the right spot. You're all right. Glad to have everybody in. Good morning, Wendy. How are you? Good to see you. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh no, it's Leanne. Sleep. You don't need any sleep. What's the matter with you? I actually slept. I slept halfway decent for once. Oh my God. Mark that down. Good morning, Alexis. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see everybody here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. There's Miss Janice. There she is. Hey, Tardis. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody today? It's okay so far, but I think it'll get warmer as the day goes on. Yeah, we're supposed to have a cool one today, so maybe I can sneak outside and get some stuff done. So there's, seeing that's going to be halfway decent, but yeah, we're going to be creeping right back up into the high digits by tomorrow. So maybe I get a chance if it dries out enough and get the lawn cut and all that fun stuff that we put off because it's so miserable out there. Still didn't cook that rooster? I can't catch the little bugger. He's quick. He's a quick little buzzard, man. I'm telling you. Roosters are mean. They are. Boy, I got chased up a ladder once by a rooster. Little bugger. Chased me right up the ladder and went to the hayloft in the barn. I was like, ah! Hey, Cynthia, good morning there, darling. How is it there in Missouri? Is it cooled down any? It was so nice to have such a cool night. Maybe that's why I slept halfway decent. I mean, I still got up, but it was only twice. So that's a good thing. Typing and sitting are as much as I can manage. My brain is foggy and I can't concentrate. I hear you on that one. I'm usually pretty much a zombie, and I take the dog out and try not to fall down the stairs, that kind of thing first thing in the morning. And, the dog's full of energy, and I'm like, oh, God. But, poor thing's got to go potty. So, yeah, do the best that I can. But today, not so bad today. The coffee's good, though. The coffee's good this morning. And I've already got the arthritis gloves on. You know how it is when you get that damp weather and then everything just, starts to swell and hurt. And so I got the gloves on already. Love the rooster. My granddad had a big white rooster that would peck at us anytime we were out. I'm telling you, there's some I see. They're so beautiful. They are beautiful birds, but Boy, some of them got some real attitudes. It finally cooled off. Thankfully, I had to delay making my video because of the heat yesterday. Yeah, it was wicked. Just wicked. Well, you guys were like past the 100 mark, correct? Oh, God. Just awful. I have to clean the eating things in the room with the sink. Oh, no. That's freaking funny. No, I actually, what the hell? After I was pretty much stuck in the studio all day yesterday, having to do a recording, which I had to do 3 times because I kept screwing it up. And then some magazine stuff. And I was having issues with the computer, so I had to do a clean out of the computer. And so it was pretty much almost the whole day. I was like, oh my God. And so yeah, my hands and everything were killing me, and I had a sink full of dishes. And I'm thinking, let me do the dishes, and actually it felt good on the fingers. And then it was late at night, and I took a dip before I went to bed. I said I have to hop in the pool. The cool water will help. So that was nice. A little chilly when I got out, but that's all right. I ain't complaining. I got to do the 110 yesterday. Oh, see, I know it was bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jerry the Rooster met his demise not from bloodying my entire leg, but from going after the grandkids. Oh, he ended up dinner. Yeah, they're nasty little buggers. Wondering how Crow is doing. Is he awake? I know. I know he fell asleep when he was doing his own live. But what happened? Did I miss it? Something happened between. I was totally offline for everybody yesterday. Did he get hurt? I hope he's okay. If the wind shear continues to cooperate, then the storm will continue on and not be strong. It's going to be hot, but windy. Oh, well, we had a whole line of storms come through our area, but all the big ones missed us, which is good. But I would have really liked to have got a really good thunder boomer, but we ended up with just a light, moderate type rain during the night, quiet, because we didn't even hear it. And the only reason I know it rained is because everything out in the yard is wet this morning. So, yeah, fill me in, guys. What happened with the crow? What did he do to himself now? He sounds like me. Accident prone. He was on again and had an anxiety attack. Oh, no. Oh, no. I had an anxiety attack at the end of the stream. Oh, hopefully he's okay. Hey, Sarah B, how's it going? I'm working on my way to a doctor's appointment. Ooh, hopefully it's just a checkup and everything goes well. Yeah, it's rough when you have anxiety issues. I have that with driving. I mean, if I'm in an area where I'm good and I got no problems, it doesn't kick in. But if I have to drive somewhere and I don't know the area, then I have anxiety problems. So that's why my husband will drive if we're going somewhere and I don't know where it is. And mine is really strange because you get the tightness in your chest, you feel it creeping up on you, but then I start getting really nasty and mean. And I always warn everybody, if I'm stuck and I got to drive somewhere and it's somewhere I don't know where I'm going, I always just tell everybody, if I'm swearing and everything, it's not about you. It's an anxiety attack, and that's how I let it out. Just an annual, I get a date with a pastor. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. Yeah, I'm like way behind on that one. And I'll hear about it when I go to the doctor's. Of course, I was supposed to go to the doctor's on the 15th and I had to cancel, because my basement was flooded. So I had to take care of that. So I had to reschedule, and it's in like the third week in August or something. So I'm going to hear about it. I reached out, but I haven't heard back. Sarah, Elaine, and Seg are on, so I'm pretty sure someone got in touch with him. Oh, I'm sure Sarah did. Yeah. And nobody knows what triggered it for him. Anxiety attacks are just the worst. They are. Yeah, they are, Sarah. They're just, and you just never know what's going to set it off. Mine, I know it's basically, yeah, driving in areas I don't know and haven't been to. I don't know. I don't know why. I was never like that, but the older I got, the worse that got. And then, like, excuses, excuses. I couldn't go to the doctors. The basement was flooded. I'm not going to go to the doctors without taking a shower. So I couldn't take a shower. So I couldn't go. He felt unprepared. Ah, okay. He worries about the least little things. He always forgets to remind himself, just have a good time and be himself. That's what everybody loves. But I guess we all do that, right? Like when I was doing the recording yesterday, and it just wasn't coming out the way I wanted, and then something got screwed up, so I had to do it again. And then I was having technical difficulties, and I had to do it again. And then the third time, it was just almost done. I forgot the mic was on, and I'm hacking up a lung, and I just started all over again. It's like, you idiot! I've yelled at myself. I hate doing recordings. Oh God. Excuse me. I hope he's feeling better today. I had a couple of them, and after I calmed down from it, it was so tired. I slept for 12 hours. Yeah, they just wipe you out. Excuse me. I'm the same. I hate driving where I've never been, packing for flights and getting there on time. Yeah, it's just, it just freaks you out. Unfortunately, I could hear it building up. Oh, could you? Oh, no. He seemed to be having an anxiety attack because he didn't have a prepared live stream and it overwhelmed him. Oh. Well, hopefully he's feeling better today. He's been getting bad anxiety, and the stuff with the kitty run is getting him down. Yeah, he's overwhelmed. Yep. Cynthia, they absolutely wipe me out. I'm usually down for the next 12 hours at least. It's, yeah, when they're really bad, yeah, they can. I've never had one to where it's wiped me out. I don't know. I just bounce back quick from stuff. I think because when I go into like a depression loop, and I have actually they've been more frequent lately. I just pretty much say to myself, oh, just suck it up and move on. And I'm glad I'm able to do that. A lot of people can't. There'll be a concern when I can't say that to myself and get out of it. So yeah, send some hearts for Crow. I don't even know he's not even here, probably listening. I'm just lucky in that aspect where I can pretty much get myself out of the attack or the depression. Most of the time I think about it is, there's nothing you can do to change it at the moment. So just move on. Well, dears, I have to mostly lurk this morning. I have to get some work done before I go live later. Ooh, you're going live later? What time? Put it on there. What time are you going live later? And what will you be doing? Piggy, I missed the first part. Did he get bad news about Rue? Oh. I didn't even know he was on. I don't know what time was that, guys. Like I said, I was in here just Put it. I was in here so long sitting in this chair, I lost the feeling in my ass. That's how long I was sitting in this chair. I watched a couple where a woman had autism and ADHD. There's a lot of little house chores that were started but abandoned, and she was obsessing over her own mess. Yeah, it's hard. I know. I've got OCD things. Everything has to be in its place, so I'll start freaking out about that. Where my husband's like, well, whatever. It's like, no, 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 no. And then he'll bitch, where's this or that? And I go, well, if you put it where it belonged, you'd be able to find it now, wouldn't you? And my shop, my workshop, I haven't been out there in forever, and it's a disaster. And of course, I don't see it because the door is closed. But I really need to get my butt out there and get things cleaned out. And I still haven't forgot about the solder and stuff like that, sage. I just haven't gotten to it. So I got to go through all of that inventory. And just the thought of having to go through all that inventory kind of like turns me off. So, but I'll get to it because I got to clean it up. It's a mess. And I'm going to get rid of a lot of things that are out there that I don't do or use anymore. And there's no sense of holding on to it. I got that from watching a Ravens gaming for a little bit. I know. I don't know how she can sit there that long. I had popped in when she started the gaming. And then I was on for a little bit. And then I got off and had to do what I had to do. And then I popped back in. And it was like 9 hours. 9 hours later, I'm thinking, she's still sitting there for... And then now you're telling me 11 hours. Oh, my God. Second cup is calling. Go get it. I tried to go live about 10 minutes after you end. Oh, okay. I'll let everyone know when it'll be coming up. All right. I gotcha. So you guys pop in, see what Cynthia's going to surprise us with and what'll be coming up. I knew he was taking her to another vet. Wasn't sure what came of that. Oh. It's stressful when our fur babies aren't feeling well. It really is. But he's also got to remind himself that him falling apart isn't going to help the matter any. Kitty needs daddy to be in one piece so that things can be taken care of. Don't fret. There's no rush. My neck has been so bad. I haven't been able to do anything for a few weeks now. Okay. I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better. You and that finger and your neck, and boy, we're all a train wreck, aren't we? But yeah, there's just so much crap out there in that shop. I'm just like, oh God. And of course, the last time when I was looking for something, and I'm just looking at all the shelves, and I'm thinking, and something fell, so there's stuff on the floor, and I'm thinking, oh God, just walk away. But once I do get in there, then yeah, I'm just gonna start filling boxes and bags. There'll be a bag for the the burn pile, and boxes just to either donate stuff or give. I don't know. I just want to get it out of there. Everybody goes, have a big yard sale. No, I don't want to deal with that. I really just don't want to deal with a yard sale. So. He has such a huge heart and loves his cats. Yes, he does. But he's also got to remember, like I said, if he don't take care of himself, and then if he's not there, then there's going to be a problem for his kitties. So he's got to calm himself down. I say the same thing to myself with my pets. It's you got to do what you got to do. Make sure you're okay, because who do they got if you're not here? I mean, I wouldn't have to worry about the cat. My dog. My husband's not a big fan of the dog. When we got the dog, my husband realized he wasn't a dog person. I said, yeah, you love the idea, but you don't realize the work that goes with having a dog. Hey, RG, welcome in. Welcome to the Brew Crew. Uh, People forget that behind the big character, there's also a person going through stuff. Exactly. I've been trying to help with knowledge from emergency cat rescue for over 15 years. What food and such. Yeah, we always like our local humane society and stuff. We donate to them, and because they always get overloaded, and it's cats. They get overloaded with cats. Now it gets to be where they don't even take the cats. So now we've got all of these homeless cats running around. I've got a few that like to hang around my house. One is a black and white cat. She's beautiful, but she won't let us get next to her. But she'll sit on our. When we used to have the swing on the front porch, she would sit there on the swing and sun herself. Good morning, Pomp. We threw the swing out because my mother's not here no more, and my father didn't want the swing there anymore. So now we just have chairs and stuff with cushions. So I'm sure the kitty curls up on the cushions, or she'll hang out in the backyard. Um, but we had about 6 or 7 of them, and little by little they've been disappearing. So I'm assuming they're most likely getting hit by cars. I think that's pretty much what's going on. Our road is busy, and it's horrible. Uh, I kind of do. Roommate works 5 days a week. Partner has chronic pain, so it's messy. But I try to manage the bottle, dirt, garbage, bare minimum. Yeah, you do what you can. You do the best that you can. We used to have another place here that was actually where we got our cats, but they no longer take care of cats or take them in. And it's a farm. Now it's mostly larger animals that they deal with, but they had one huge. It was a barn, and it was loaded with cats and kittens. That's where we adopted our kitties from. And I think it just became overwhelming to them because they were the only place that was accepting cats. I mean, I don't know. God, I hope they found homes for all of them. But good Lord, it was 2 women that owned the property, and the place is called Spring Farm Cares, and yeah, a huge building full of cats. And it's terrible because people, if you just get your cats spayed or neutered, it would save a lot of trouble. I was like 3 times in a row, I ended up having to collect kitties out of my yard or in my garage. They'd sneak into my garage, have their kittens, and then we'd end up having to take them to the Humane Society because I don't have room to take in all of these cats. One of them I found, it was in the yard under the wood pile. Little kitty. My mama must have been moving him or something, but we couldn't find her. So we scooped him up, little black kitty, and it was the girl that actually helped us get the adoption of our cats. I was friends with her after that. I contacted her, and she took the kitty, and she used to take him to work, and they used to take turns at her job bottle feeding the cat, and she kept him. She says he was a little troublemaker, but at least I got to save that one. But the other ones after that, I was taking to the Humane Society. And then when they were getting too full, they were saying, well, geez, just leave them. What do you mean just leave them? It's the winter time. I'm not going to leave them out in the yard. I really loved the way that guy said that. Kind of pissed me off, actually. You just leave them. Whatever, buddy. Sage, I try to stay away from mirrors, another 20 pounds, and then I'll be okay. Oh, you look just fine, Janice. Just fine. But I know sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, God. Who the hell's that? Jimmy, good morning. Winter, no, please. No, no, I'm not ready for that yet. Too early for that yet. I haven't even been able to go anywhere. And he's already wishing for winter because in winter I lock myself up. I don't go nowhere in the winter. It's too damn cold. But I haven't even gotten a chance to get out and enjoy a little sunshine, except for the backyard. I had crap sleep and it left me in the frame of mind to be an asshole to someone. Oh, okay. Well, let them have it. If they deserve it, let them have it. It could be so hard. I worked at the SPCA Human Society for several years. It was rough. We fostered. I went on medical leave, and when my roommate and I quit, we rejoined the rescue. Yeah, you know what? I would love to be able to volunteer to do that stuff. I I would be so upset. I hate seeing them all in the kennels, and I know that's what they have to do, but I just I would be so heartbroken and crying all the time. Especially if you get an animal and it's sick, or when they've got to put them down. I just can't. I'm can't handle that. Yes, Jimmy, winter is coming eventually. No, say it isn't so. Even though I have friends who love the winter, they can't wait to get buried in snow. And I look at them, I said, "What, you lost your mind?" They go out in that weather, no coat. They're just like, I think a few people are nuts. Here they're praying for the blizzard of the century, and I'm counting the days to spring. I am not a winter person. It was worse when they euthanized for time. Yeah, it is bad. I can't do that. It's too much. And that's why I'm saying, like, with the pets that I have now, these are the last two that I'm going to have, especially the dog. It's when we first had her, I was in pretty good shape and I could take her out walking every day. And I can't do that now. So, as far as she gets is the backyard, unless my son comes and grabs her and they take her somewhere. But or if we go away for a week up on the mountain and stay, then she's up there and can play around all by the lake and stuff. But I haven't been able to get up on the mountain. Um, I just can't afford the trip. So I hope maybe in the August, or not August, in the autumn, I can manage to get up there for a little while. But it's not fair to her, to be stuck in the house as much as she is. And getting up and down the stairs. So yeah, last dog for me. Let's see. They don't do it now. Got a dash. Catch you all soon. Okay, Wendy, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. It was great to see you. Don't stay away so long next time. One, my bad. I forgot to say good morning to the lurkers. Good morning, lurkers. Oh, it wouldn't be anyone in here, Janice. So stay chilling. Oh, you got her stressing, Pomp. We're all thinking, oh no, who's he gonna go for now? It's natural selection. Let the idiots freeze. Oh God. Yeah, I got a few. One of them lives in, well, they both, one's in Buffalo and the other one's close to Buffalo. And they get nailed every year, Buffalo does. I mean, feet of snow. And they're like, yay, to get, you've lost your mind. Get out of here. Yay. Oh, I'm thinking it was a great. Now we got to go out and shovel. And I don't like being cold. Lord, embrace your fate, cat lady. No, it's we've got the one cat left and the dog, and that's about it. Another reason why I say last pets is because if we do go away, then I've got to worry about who's going to take care of the pets while we're gone. Thank God the my friend lets us stay up at the lake house, and we can bring the dog with us. And then the cat, my son just stops in every day, checks to make sure the cat still breathes while we're gone. So yeah, last two actually our kitty, but she's getting up there. She's gonna be an old bag. She's my old fat kitty. I believe she's about 12 now, which I can't believe it. But yeah, she's about 12 years old now. And the dog's getting up there too. It goes quick. But you wouldn't know it. My dog is so high strung, you still think she was a puppy. The way she jumps around and runs through the house like a crazy thing. I always used to say, she's no matter the energy the dog has is unbelievable. I said I could probably tie her up to the truck and take her for a slow ride for God at least an hour or two, and it wouldn't burn off anything. She would still be ready, raring to go. But see, stop. There's enough crazy cat ladies around here to last a lifetime. Oh, there's always a bunch. My sister's a crazy cat lady. Let's see. I know my sister's mother-in-law. She's got six, and I have a few friends. They have about five or six cats. I mean, they're easy to collect. They really are. Let's see. My son's and his girl. They've got one, two. They've got three cats and a dog. And his girlfriend's always saying, "Oh, I want this dog or this." And my son goes, "No, that's enough," because they have a little house. He goes, "No more pets until one of them drops off." We have a 17-ish-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And you don't realize how quick time goes. And then you'll see something and it reminds you of like when you got him, like, oh God, yeah, they're about that old now. I never pay attention to that stuff. Every way I turn, there's a woman with a dozen cats in tow snarling at everyone. I mean, they're great companions. They really are. But I always think, okay, the space that I've got, and then you add up multiple animals. It's just it doesn't jive. Now, if I lived on a farm, they would be different. Or if, we end up moving to where we want to live up on the mountain, then I would have probably about 2, 3 dogs and a few cats. And the dogs are great because it's your alarm system for anything coming around that you don't want. Or but I mean, there's room for them. If room for them to get around, run around, have a good time. My sister-in-law got another rescue, a little Siamese cat with the cutest white feet. She's called Nala. Aww. You can get a senior cat. You know what it is? But Pam, it's so heartbreaking. I don't handle the loss of a fur baby very well. The last one, our buddy, when we had to have him put down, I was just heartbroken. And I'm thinking, and I say to myself, I'm never doing this again. I can't do this again. And yet I got a dog. So, and I know when I lose Athena, I'm gonna be devastated. So yeah, farms are perfect for cats. Oh yeah, they are. They get to run around. They get the space to run. And everybody goes, well, just get a little dog. Well, you know what? I don't think a little dog will survive around here. We're rough people. And I could just see us sitting on it or stepping on it because I'm always stepping on Athena. Cat, we always have sitting on the cat. Get the hell out of the way. So if I get one of those little tiny, delicate dogs, I could see it now. We'd squish it. Yeah, it's just. And I'm not carrying around in no purse. I'm not one of those people that dress them up and carry them around. It's just. And everybody goes, "Oh, it's so cute." No, just look at the animal's face. They are not happy with you. uh, it's hard to lose pet, but your life is richer having them. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I enjoy what we have, but I think in the common sense that I know when it's enough, it's enough. And I always try what's fair to the animal, you know. Fair, Laura. I hate the part of having pet. Yeah, everybody does. I had a boss. What was his girlfriend at the time? She had a senior dog, and it got to be where they had to carry the dog in and out to go to the bathroom, pretty much do everything for this dog. And I said to him, I said, you know what? Think about, I get it. It's her baby. She loves it. But think about how that animal is feeling. All right. Talk to the vet. Is it fair to the animal? Is this animal suffering just because you don't want to let it go? I just don't agree with that. You've got to come to the conclusion that, okay, you've got to do what's best for the animal. Of course you're going to miss it. But, I don't want it, you don't want it to suffer either. Throws out my defense. Yeah, when I was little, we had a seal point called Mr. Jinx, a blue point called Mishka. Oh, I like that, Mishka. She had a little litter and they were sold off. 2 kids and 2 cats was enough. Yeah, you just got to know the space that you have. It's when you get overloaded, it's just chaos. It really is. Especially if you're in a small space. I've seen people where they got all these and they want huge dogs and they have like this apartment. And I'm thinking, what are you nuts? There's no room for something like that. Think before you start getting your pets. Quality of life is what we always consider. Yeah, you have to. My greetings assembled for the cats. Pinky threw at me. Small dogs are special. Little body, big personalities. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. We almost got a little one time, a min pin. I don't know if you guys have seen those. They're like little, tiny, little like Doberman pinchers. And boy, and his name was King. He thought he was a king. He was a little shit. And we almost, it was my sister-in-law had him. We almost brought him home because she had too many dogs. And I'm thinking, no, you know what? He's gonna get stepped on or get hurt because this is. We tend to be a little rough around here, and if you're not paying attention, and next thing you know, you got to bring it to the vet because you broke its leg or something. I just can't. Or you get on the couch and you sit on the couch. It's because I do let the dogs and the cats get on the couch, but because I have the stuff covered, so it can be washed. But I can see you go sit on the couch and you hear what, and that's it. Poor dog. So I always wanted to get a German Shepherd. They're tough. They can handle a little bit of abuse if they have to. And Athena's like stuck right up my butt all the time. So I'm always stepping on her. And then she'll yelp. And I go, well, if you back off about 5 inches, you wouldn't get stepped on. But it's like she's wagging her tail. Okay. Let's see. I knew a family that lived in a council house. They had two Irish wolfhounds. They dominated the place. Yeah, three kids. So there you go. There was no space there. I do all get Great Danes. The Great Dane, it's like having a small horse. I don't have a room for a dog that big. I just, because I wanted, two German Shepherds. It's a good thing I didn't get two. I think I got problems now with just the one. Oh my God. Two, there'd be no room for us. They would destroy the house. Because Athena will go through like, the zoomies and she goes running through and I'm thinking, oh God. And her tail, she knocks everything over with her tail. So anything that's breakable is up and out of the way because she just goes. We had a Pomeranian cross. He was a rescue and kind of neurotic. Because I have family in Arizona, but they have a big house, and they have two Great Danes, and it's just two, and they just take over the whole house. And I'm thinking, oh, it's just too big. And then I know people that have two Newfoundlands, and you guys know how big those are. I'm thinking, oh, geez, he made up their own little like summer house. They have a huge shed. I believe it's air conditioned, guys. Of course, these people, friends of mine, have money. The whole yard is fenced in, and their shed is air conditioned, and they have, their beds and stuff in there, and it's, their summer home. But they're like bears. They're huge. They're beautiful, and they're such loving dogs. But I could not have that. Too big. Excuse me. Wolf aren't so beautiful, but usually pushy. I always wanted to have. Oh God, what the hell is those? I totally lost on what the hell they're called. Oh my God, the ones there that they use, to rescue people on the mountains there with the barrel. What the hell are those called? Oh my God, I can't think what the hell they're called. Yeah, oh yeah, Mastiff. Actually, my husband had one of those as a kid. Oh my God, he was huge. The funny thing was, my husband was walking home one day, and this Mastiff just showed up and followed him home. And my husband's like, "What the hell?" So they looked around, tried to find who he belonged to. Nobody claimed him, so my husband kept him. He was a big dog. Saint Bernard. Thank you, Pam. My brain just shut right off. I always wanted a Saint Bernard. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Sage. Until I'm like, oh God, yeah, that's a lot of care right there. Saint Bernard, another big dog. The biggest ones that I've ever had were Athena, and we had a Chow once. She was good size. And we've had several other dogs in between, but they were medium sized dogs. Yep, those are huge. Yep. And I always, I loved the Saint Bernard, and I'm thinking, yeah, no, there's no way I can, no room for that dog. Because most of the apartments that we lived in, it was always second floor. We've always lived on the second floor. God knows why, but yeah. And then when we bought this house, and my parents, well, being the older people in the group, they had the first floor, and I'm on the second floor. So it's rough going up and down the stairs with a shepherd. I couldn't imagine Saint Bernard. Big slobbery mess. Yeah. We had a Newfoundland and a golden. Oh, I love golden retrievers. Cross. She was always wanted huge and would grab a mouthful of water and walk around with it. She would then get hot, open her mouth, and pant and drool all over. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember the first time I saw a Newfoundland. It was across the street from my girlfriend's house, and the neighbors had like an 8-foot fence. And I see these two, they were black, two black heads sticking up above the fence. I'm thinking, what the hell do they got over there? Bears? Because I never seen a Newfoundland before. And then later on that week, we saw this little boy, couldn't have been about 60 pounds, soaking wet, walking down the street with this little leash with this Newfoundland on there. I'm thinking, oh my God, if that dog ever took off, that kid would be dragging down the street. But it was the size of a bear, freaking huge animal. Gentle, oh, so gentle. I have a Labradorese part black lab part. He's mountain dog, 115 pounds. Yeah. And you think he's a teacup poodle? Trust me, he is. Well, and then they're the ones that always think they're lap dogs. You're sitting on the couch, and then all of a sudden, yeah, they're on you, and you're like, oh God, I can't breathe. Athena thinks she's a lap dog. So if I sit anywhere where she can get at me, it's like she comes on a full dead run. Jumps into my lap, and I'm thinking, oh my God, you're killing me. Someone living near me had a St. Bernard. It got out once and flattened me and my friend against the fence. Yeah, there's something else. I have an 8-week-old puppy that weighs over 20 pounds. Oh, and it's such a ball of fur. I love it. I seen a picture. Let's see, Leanne's got the space. And I love getting puppies. There's just when Athena was so tiny, I loved it. You have a huge dog, Cujo. It's dinner time. Boom, boom, boom. Sounds like an earthquake. I know. Everything you feel the tremble of the earth. Bernese Australian Shepherd Cross. You know what? It's better that they are crossbreeding the breeds. Less medical issues. My son's girlfriend, her mother's got a Labradoodle. I want to steal that dog so much. Oh my God. That dog is, for one, it the hair on that dog is so soft. And just, oh my God, you just love to pet her and everything. But she is such a good dog. And I keep saying, anytime your mother don't want her, just send her my way. So is there any way we can steal her? Because, oh, she's such a beautiful animal. If you take your hand, don't call your dog Shark. Take it to the beach. Yeah, you might get in trouble for that one, Roger. It's funny. Shark. No, dude, I'm calling my dog. Serious. I have this one cord that keeps hanging down, driving me nuts. I got to figure out a way to get rid of it. I think it's. I wonder how. You wonder how people come up with the names for their dogs. I mean, some people really pick some doozies. Absolutely, Laura. Good breeders, bad breeders, overlook genetics. Exactly. Yeah. So it's nice when they do mix them up because they try to figure out how to breed out the genetic issues. That's what my uncle is a shepherd breeder. That's where we got Athena, and him and his wife are very very vigilant on bloodlines to make sure that the animals are well, I don't even want to say clean, but make sure that there's no interbreeding. They really look into that so that the dog has less issues, which is great. Of course, I think they're done now. I think they did a few litters and that's it because They don't believe in overbreeding. Like I said, they're just very anal when it comes to breeding the dogs. Hello, Betty. Hello, hello. No, you're never late. Never, never late. Glad to see you. How you doing today? For the first few years, their lives dogs must think their name is no. Get down. Yeah, exactly. No, get down there. Get off. Oh, cats too. Um, I don't mind the cats getting on the furniture. Cats on the table or the counter is a big no-no in my book. And people go, oh, well, why? Well, because that's where you prepare your food. That's where you eat your food. And yeah, no, no cats on the table or the counters. And they could be trained not to get on there. I mean, my cats never got on the counters or the table. Emmy used to get on top of my refrigerator. And for the longest time, thinking, how the frig is she getting up there? And she would sneak and do it at night. And you'd come out, and all of a sudden you see this gray and black thing come flying through the air because she get busted, and she'd jump off. But I found it, our island. She would hop up on the island and jump up on the fridge. And I'm thinking, oh, you little stink. She don't do that anymore, but that's when she was younger. I think her butt's too big now to to haul up on top of the refrigerator. There's been a few times where she'll try to jump into the tub and kind of not make it because her ass end is a little too heavy. I trained my cats to stay up the counters and table. He's really good about it. Yeah, that doesn't take much. Where some people don't mind it, but all I can think of is cat box. Okay, your cat's been in the cat box, and now he's on your table. Yeah, and then they, yeah, not where the food is prepared or eaten. It's just not a great deal for me. I told my friend labs are kind of dumb until they're 3. She goes and gets a lab. Oh, they're kind of dopey dogs. They're so funny. A friend of mine, they had it was a black lab and pit bull mix, believe it or not. But she looked totally black lab. She was a goofball, and you couldn't keep her out of the water. So no matter where they went, if there was a puddle, she was in it. Loved it. Good dog. And the beauty of it was, like I said, she looked all lab, so she didn't have to say pit bull anywhere where they went to rent a place to live, because around here, if you have a pit bull, they usually don't rent you the apartment or the house, because pit bulls have bad reputations, which is a shame because they're very loving dogs. It's the people who raise them are the problem. I'm doing pretty good, Betty. I'm glad you're doing all right. Just got some hand issues this morning, but I'm awake. I'm awake and I don't feel like a zombie. So the coffee did its job. And it was a comfortable night's sleep. But seeing that I'm feeling halfway decent, I guarantee I'm going to overdo it. And, my usual, screw myself up, and then I'll bitch about it for 3 days. My sister has a 130-pound black lab. He's 14 now, but he was so jealous of my sister. If I touched her, he would hit me in the back of the knee to knock me down. Oh my God, that's funny. That is so funny. Well, if my husband will come in, if I'm laying down and I'm not feeling well, I come in, my husband will come in and check on me, and the dog's right there. She jumps right up. She'll get right on the bed, and she's waiting for him to see what he's going to do. And if he goes to touch me, she kind of like gets in the way. She doesn't want him to touch me. The dog was raised with cats. You go in the room and you'd see a Roddy sitting in a cat tree with it. Oh my! That's funny. This one had a hell of a cat tree if Roddy's sitting on it. Where'd they buy that? Actually, it's kind of a little bit of trivia for you guys. My uncle in Arizona, his wife, her family invented the cat trees. So I thought that was really cool. But my uncle ended up marrying, what is it, the princess of the cat tree realm. They made their monies on the cat tree invention, and they had pizzerias. So I thought that was pretty neat. So damn, they built them pretty good if the Roddy's sitting on it. He's too old now to do it. I would reprimand him, and she was upset at first. And I told her, I'm going to be the alpha. Yeah, you got to be the alpha. If not, they will just take advantage. They know who they can get away with stuff with and who they can't. That's definite with Athena. My husband will yell at Athena for something, and she kind of just walks away from him. Not a big deal. Me, she listens to very well, especially if I start swearing, then she knows she's in trouble. And I might have to say maybe something twice. My son says it once and she's done. So it's the tone of his voice. And I always tease them when, they come and visit. I go, oh, you need to take her home with you. And my son said, not if they didn't have his girlfriend's dog, he would take her. So at least I know if I got to be where I couldn't care for her, then she'd have a place to go. Because he's really good with her. Of course, it's not a problem either. If I had issues where I couldn't care for her anymore, it's actually a stipulation. And when you adopt from my uncle and his wife, if you can't take care of your dog anymore, they want you to bring the dog back to them. And they will take care of it and rehome it because they don't want the dogs going to just anybody, which I think is great. And of course, they end up usually keeping the dog anyway. They had 6. They're down 1 because Athena's dad passed away last year. So now they're down to just 5. Every time they'd have a litter, they'd keep one. Of course, my uncle's goal is to have 10, but the house that they're building out in the country isn't finished yet. So, and I know, if once they get that finished, then we'll see the numbers increase. My uncle likes dogs better than he likes people. He always, dogs you could trust. He goes, people you can't. Out here, rattlesnakes, I train my dog to stop when I tell them and come in specific whistle. Oh, that's wonderful, Sage. Wonderful. Athena's good with certain commands because I was training her for, certain commands. Good morning, Big Stew. How are you today? Okay, I have to ask, what flavor is stew today? It's going to be a regular, so we know what flavor stew is. I hope you're feeling better and doing all right today. How was the smoke this morning, Stage? I forgot to ask you. Got some scary stuff going out your way on wildfires. I had a parent and had to arrange a home if anything happened to me. Unfortunately, he had liver problems and he was only about 12 or 13 when we lost him. Oh, yeah. See, that I would never take on a parrot because they live a long time. And when they lose their owner, it stresses them out terribly. I've seen that where they just have like a nervous breakdown, these poor birds. So I just would feel so bad. So I couldn't do that. But that's a good idea that you had it set up if something happened. Somebody would care for the bird. Sage is necessary. Yeah, when you've got snakes like that in the in your area, yeah, it's necessary that the dogs are trained. That's scary. It's still pretty smoky. Oh boy. Well, stay in. Don't go out in that mess. It's pretty bad where you got to stay in because the smoke's so bad, it makes you sick. We had it for 3 days here from the Canadian fires. It was kind of nasty looking out the window and everything's brown looking. It's just ugh. And then you could smell it because it comes into the house, like the smell of burnt wood. And that was the second day where I forgot I had fans on and it was sucking it in the house. And my dining room was smelling like, burnt wood. And thinking, oh God, I forgot, and turn the fans off. The fourth day cleared up. And then today it's not bad. So the rain helped. And I was telling my husband that the other day when we were talking about the wildfires, is I don't remember, growing up being a kid that we experienced that where they tell you don't go outside because of bad air quality. And, I mean, because I'm sure they had fires back then too, but we just didn't seem to have that problem back then, getting the smoke and stuff from the wildfires. It is. I ran into a rattler in the sagebrush that my old dog hadn't seen. I had him stop and walk back a bit, then whistled him over, and we left the area. Oh, that's so scary. The funny thing is we have that stuff here too, but we never run into it because they're hanging out in the higher elevations and in the bush. So no, we really don't run across them that frequently. Same thing like everybody's the mountain lion. We have those here too, believe it or not, but they're up on the mountain, and that's why they always tell you to stay on the trails. Don't wander off the trails because they are there. And thank goodness nobody's ever been attacked, but they're there. Just so you got to just remind yourself. Today is blue tansy, the oil blend, MU in it, making the hair extra soft. Ooh, he's soft and yummy this morning. Yeah. Nice. Love a man that's got good grooming. Especially with facial hair. You see a lot of guys will have beards and stuff, and you're thinking, man, just shave it off. If you're not going to even comb it out, shave it off. You know what I think it is because a lot of guys don't realize how much there is in taking care of facial hair. Because a lot of people think, it's just a beard. Well, yeah, it takes a lot of work to keep it in good condition. Otherwise, you look like a radio street bum or like an old mountain man, where they usually just let it grow and that's it. They don't. So good for you, Stu. Keeping it nice. Every beard needs maintaining. Yeah, it does. It so does. I've got a cousin who, he's got the full blown beard thing going, and he like with Stu, he's got all of the stuff that goes with it. And for a while, he was doing kind of like the curly mustache thing because it was a contest or something he was involved with, the handlebar mustache type deal thing. So he was getting the wax and all of that to train the mustache. I'm thinking, oh my god, it looked great. It was a lot of maintenance. My daughter, who had lived there for those 10 years, was going to take him. He was a Vos Marie. Let's see, they lived 40. Yeah, they live a long time, 40 years. I believe the lifespan is higher now with better care knowledge. Wow. See, yeah, it's. But I mean, it was if it's somebody that the bird was used to, then then it's great. But see, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't take it on because they live a long time. That was my wife's only requirement. I can grow it, but I needed to take care of it. I can't look homeless. There you go. Good for her. If you start looking like you just crawled out of the dumpster, you're out of here. You need special shampoo for it too. Yeah, there's all kinds of products. I think it's great. Back in the day, they didn't have that stuff. It was just, the guy just trimmed it up and combed it out, and that was it. And now you got all kinds of stuff. The product is insane, but it makes it nice. I mean, if you ever, make it out with a guy with a beard and a mustache, ladies, you can feel it. You end up with face rash, and it's beard rash all over your face. It's rough. Then you got to explain, like, what the hell's the matter with that old beard burn? Excuse me. Uh, I didn't get another parrot because of that. No, we currently have 17 baby quails. Oh, well, quails, how cute. How cute is that? I knew somebody that had a parrot. God knows whatever happened to it, but they were teaching it to swear. I said, nice. So you go, oh, how cute! Look at this parrot. Oh, hi, parrot. Whatever his name was, I forgot. And then it would just, shoot out and say, F you, F you. And I'm thinking, oh, nice guys. And they'd laugh. I said, that's terrible. Teaching that parrot to say bad words. They all thought it was funny. It actually was funny, but I mean, could you imagine had some strangers come in your house and they go, oh, look at that nice bird. F you. They live 2 years as pets. Oh, really? That's it? That's all? That's their lifespan? 2 years? Wow. Actually, you never really think about that. Just the native birds in the area. How long do they live? It's never really thought about it. You're just always used to seeing them. Now we always have cardinals in our area. They always visit the yard, which I'm a bad bird person. I always forget to fill the feeders. I'll do that today because it is empty. Because I'll get the cardinal will sit on the fence and it'll start squawking because the feeder's empty. Of course, it rains, so the bird bath should be full. But and then we have like those little tiny chicky type birds, which always I have a birdhouse. It's kind of like a little bird condo. There's three little things in there that they can make. We always have little birds nests in there. Oh, and I don't know if everybody had seen the news there. I was actually on the live there. Sarah was remonetized yesterday during the live program. So that was wonderful news for her. I know she was stressing it because it's hard to run your show when you don't have any support. So I'm very happy for her that she's back on board. That could be very stressful for somebody. Uh, Mixed quail is 2 years. Button quail lives 10 years. My parrot talked. He mimicked me mostly. He said, buck, 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 meow. Oh, so that's good. Quails, 10 years. Okay. Of course, now I made myself curious. I'm going to have to look it up. What is the average lifespan of most domestic birds? We always say parakeets. We lost one tragically once because we used to let it fly around the house. And my mother had this huge vanity in her bedroom with three mirrors, and poor bird flew into the mirror. Oh, it was horrible. You heard smacking and boop. That was it. She really didn't think it was going to happen. So happy for her. I know. Well, she was totally surprised. So she goes, "Oh, I'm going to cry." I said, "Go ahead, cry. You deserve to cry. I understand the pressure. Any of the content creators uh, understand the pressure when people don't renew um, memberships, and then you're worrying like, okay, what did I do wrong? And I still don't understand why they demonetized her. I just don't understand. I don't understand why they did it. But so then you're stressing, how am I going to keep the show going because there's no support coming in, and it's very difficult for people who don't have any normal income coming in their house. So it's that support is greatly appreciated. So yeah, I'm very happy for her. It's a lot. You've seen the stress just lift during the show. You really did. So good for her. Of course, now I get it. She's going to be really on edge for fear that it's going to happen again. I'm always, mindful. Okay, you got to be careful what you do, what you put up, what you say, because you never know when they're going to zap you. And it's hard enough as it is, and they just got to mess with people. Parakeets are usually 8 to 12 years. Yeah, that one didn't last long. She unfortunately, I think she broke her neck because she just flew right into the mirror. And I'm like, my father goes running because she was used to fly around and sit on my father's head. It was hilarious. But yeah, we'd let her out, and she just either thought it was another bird or thought it was a window, and hit it hard. I think she was crying from everyone signing back on and gifting membership. Yeah, she was. It was very overwhelming for her. And it was just that it was just she felt very relieved because I know she was concerned about how she was going to manage keeping the show going. So good for her. And even though we always tell ourselves, don't look at the numbers, don't look at the numbers, you can't help it because you're trying to keep track of if you're doing okay, if things are going okay, and it's you just can't help yourself. I'm taking a quick smoke break so I can get to the stopping point with my work before I go live. Yeah, everybody was really supportive. It was great. They just gifted tons of memberships and all. That was great. If you click the like button, YouTube, I'm going to dip in the pool. Yes, please hit that like button. I had a male cockatiel. Probably spelling is wrong. I had to take his mirror away from him because he would try to fight his reflection. Yeah. So that's what I think would happen to the parakeet. I thought they thought it was another bird, and she just right into that mirror, hit it hard. And then she hit the floor, and I'm like, oh, and I'm crying. And my father says, yeah, it was done. She hurt herself. Our little parrot used to enjoy watching news on TV and talk with the person on TV at the same time. He also imitated of flowing water very authentically. Oh, that's cool. It is amazing how they can pick up speech. That's what I told my friend. I said, of all things you could teach your bird, you're teaching it swear words. I mean, come on. I'm sure it's like any other business. You need to be aware and look at the numbers for that. Yeah, it is. But when you look at the numbers, it can get very upsetting. Um, I remember when I was doing that, for the thousand count, and I kept looking, and I'm thinking, oh God, it's up and down, and then you start blaming yourself. What did I do wrong? What am I doing wrong? And it's not. That's just not what it is. It's YouTube likes to play with the numbers. You find that out really quick. And then you're hoping that people are going to come back because they like what you're doing, and then just do that every little bit helps tremendously. So then when you lose it like she did, you're like, oh God. And because I was watching the live when she lost it and thinking, what the hell just happened? And you're like, oh my God, how did they just, so that's devastating. All that hard work, and then you're thinking, what did I do wrong? And she didn't do anything wrong. So I don't understand. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm glad she's monetized it. Yeah, it was wonderful. And she just got done saying she didn't think it was going to happen, and she got the notification during the live, so that was great. And see, that's the thing is it's your smaller channels, so they really don't care about us, even though we do what we're supposed to and put in the work like the big channels do. It's still the big channels always get favored because they bring in the big money. But we're not going to compromise on how we do our shows just so that we can get all of those clicks and views. That's why we don't get the big numbers like the rest of them do. When I don't get like a big count, I'm thinking, well, apparently I sucked that day. So I had a friend whose cockatoo accidentally learned to say "oh" from ICQ chat. Oh God. Well, could you imagine have one of those and then you have an Alexa? Boy, the bird will have a good old time with that. My bad is I always forget that I have memberships that I can give out. So I gave out some the other day because I'm like, oh God, I forgot about it again. So I've got 5 more left for this month. And I'm going to have a show tonight. So I'll be giving out those 5 tonight because I just forget about it. She can now monetize her other channels too, I think. If they're separate, she's going to have to start with the count again. So if she don't have the 1,000 subscribers for that channel, she's going to have to wait. Because I have started the second channel with the crafting, the miniatures, and yeah, I've got to wait till I hit that 1,000. God, is how long it's going to take. But so yeah, not all of us can be paranormal twins. Yeah, that's for sure. And I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to lie to my audience and fake stuff just to get the numbers. It's just not what it's about. My Alexa just lit up. Oh, I'm sorry. Alexa, where's Stu? Womble was live yesterday. Yes, he was. I was checking it out. That's who I was doing the recording for. And oh my God, I was just like, ooh. Well, the first one I sent him was, he said I had a buzz noise in the background. So I had to redo it. And it was like 3 times. And I'm thinking, son of a bitch. Still ain't coming out right. Excuse me. And then I finally got it finished and sent it over to him. I go, here. It's not as long as the first one, but I think I got rid of the buzz noise. What I find funny is how YouTube doesn't give a crap about small channels yet. Call on them to help with the UK situation because it was going to affect them financially. Oh, exactly. I'm not a big channel. I'm nothing compared to all those other ones, and I work my butt off. So I just hope for the best, hoping that everybody continues to, to show support and to keep me going. But I don't have the hair for being twin parent. I know. What's up with that? What is up with that? And she just tried looking for a device named Stu. Are you kidding? Oh, that's funny. And then Alexa sing Baby Shark. Oh my God. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Beardo was trying to set off Alexis in his life. I know. I don't have one of those because for one, it kind of freaks me out. And then you're thinking, okay, it is listening to everything you're saying. So yeah, no. Now that we know we could screw around with Stu's Alexa, what are we going to ask it? That's freaking funny. I mean, I had somebody in the family, they had the Alexa, and they would say, Alexa, turn on the lights. I'm thinking, are you kidding? You can't get up and turn on your own lights? I mean, come on. Sage, bleach and dye or wig. Yeah, I know. Wigs. Oh, how uncomfortable. I had bought a wig to do the dress up thing for the show one year, and I'm thinking, man, of course, I got a lot of hair. So I'm thinking, oh, this is really uncomfortable. How the hell do people wear these things? It didn't last long because I couldn't stand it. My name is setting up Alexa's. I can imagine by Suri instead to play something. Alexa, play Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Too much of a bother, Leanne. Who needs all that money? Yeah, I know. I told people that I could run through the woods too and do all that screaming and pretending crap. They would definitely get some views. But yeah, just not my thing. When you say Alexa, stop spying on me, it reads out why it's unacceptable to do that. No way. Sage, I'll take care of the money if you do the making part. So see, and Leanne, you've got a gold mine there, man, because you could just say, "Oh, my haunted farm," and make up all kinds of crap. We're that bad. I have a ton of smart plugs, and it will tell Alexa to turn on Halloween or Christmas. Oh, shame on you! You can't go over and flip a switch. And so when we go out, we always, my husband will shut it off. I turn on. I leave the kitchen light on. And he goes, "What are you doing?" So whenever another, why would the dog don't want to sit in the dark, and I don't want to come into a dark house, so I just leave the light on. I mean, we have LED bulbs. I mean, how much is that burning? Nothing. She tried playing Tim's version of Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Oh, see, we're starting trouble. Tiptoed. I see. Oh, you asked Mason and Kenny. And what did they say? Did they answer you? Because I found it interesting about the Geiger counter. Would that be a benefit in certain locations? So I thought that was a good question. Of course, I know probably they said, well, it wouldn't be relevant. Well, I mean, it depends on where you are. You know, certain areas you might need something like that, and that might actually set off equipment. Of course, Leanne's got one. She says she's going to play around with it and see what she comes up with. I need to get an Alexa so I can play. So you can all play with it and drive me nuts. That's right. Oh, we would so do that. Oh my God, that's funny. We had got one for free, and I'm just like, no, I don't want this thing. So I gave it to my niece. I go, here, you can have this. And then I think she actually gave it to my father. I think my father's got it somewhere in his office, but he doesn't have it on. He's not too thrilled with that either. Laura, I could, but there's a lot of people involved in that. Oh, yeah, you have to have like a whole crew to set up all the bullshit. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's not a lot of work, but it's just like all the times that we spend in the woods. I could just, oh my God, did you hear that? It's got to be Bigfoot. Oh, something just threw, oh, a rock almost hit me in the head. Or, some kind of, people would suck it up. Suck it up. Mason said for radiation or as a data logger. Well, just a data logger to see what is in the area. Don't think Kenny was still in chat. I will ask him on Friday, during his show on Friday. Where can I buy Alexa? Alexa, where can I buy Alexa? Amazon. In my defense, it's not a switch. It's like 8 of them in different rooms. We split the outside into its own timer set of things. Like, oh, well, yeah, I know. I would do that too, to be honest with you. Because if you do a big display during the holidays, ugh. But see, the thing is, that's the genius of having my father around. Because we do a pretty good, spiel during the Christmas season, but he would have it all hooked up to it would be one mother switch, and just hit that one switch and it would supply everything so that we wouldn't have to do that. I guess that's the advantages of having an electrician around the house. Because he would say, oh, come on, you like 8 different things? No, I'll hook it up. We'll get it to it's one switch. That's what he does. Just like in his office. I mean, we had it set up originally for my mother, so she couldn't escape the house. If you open up the door, an alarm and a light goes off in my father's office. So nobody could sneak in the house or sneak out because he has switches and stuff hook up to the doors. So if anyone wanted to sneak in on him and give him a jump, it wouldn't work. I told him, I said, you totally ruined that for me, I'm trying to get back for all the years he used to scare the crap out of me. And that was normally when I was going down into the basement. Because he knows I'm not a fan of basements. And that stems from when I was a kid. And my aunt and uncle had this old house. And to get into the basement, you had to lift up the trap door that was on the floor in the back hall part of the house. all of us kids were out there talking and somebody bumped me and I fell backwards head first down those steps into the basement. And my mother screamed my father's name and he come running because he was in the basement with my uncle and he caught my head just before it hit the cement floor. That scared the living shit out of me. So after that, yeah, I was not a fan of basements. Amazon is the best place to buy Alexa, at least according to what Alexa just told me. See, there you go. I predicted it. I'm psychic. Alexa, is psychics real? Let's see what kind of answer you get. Oh, and I have to get my son to do whatever magic he does so my email works on my phone. Oh, I know. Don't feel bad because I'm pretty sad like that because I had to set up something. I had to set up something for the drone and I had to be on the phone and I couldn't get it to work. No matter what I did, I wouldn't work. My son come over, 1, 2, 3, done. I'm thinking, just smart ass. Just so you know, my very insane down under friend Skywalker is alive but unwell with COVID. Oh, she got COVID. Good lord, didn't she just get over like a bout of pneumonia? Jimmy. As soon as I come back, she sets up my legs. Starting trouble at everybody's house. Good morning, Steph. How's Steph today? Alexa, is Jimmy a hottie? Yeah, every now and then Skya sends me a message. So there you go. Sam has an Echo Dot. Aren't they all pretty much the same thing? Yeah, I don't want to deal with any of that weird stuff. I just don't. Pam, yes, indeed. So you send out hearts for poor Sky. She said, hey, now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, come on. Now, you said that, not her. Oh, no, but Stu says, well, that's a bit subjective. Don't you love the responses? This is hilarious. I probably should just get a little Alexa just to just to screw with it while we're on live. That's hilarious. Alexa, is stew yummy? Oh, thanks everybody. Yes. So if you're out there listening, Sky, we're sending you hearts, well wishes. Get well soon, sweetie. She did the. Oh, did she, Jimmy? That's hilarious. Come on, you guys. Now, admit, do you guys screw around Alexa and ask her really obscure questions just to see what answers come up? Because I would be so doing that. Asking it some really freaky questions. That would be, it would be just such fun. Because she had pneumonia and eye trouble and bam, COVID. Yeah, that's what I thought. Poor thing. My God. Absolutely, stew can be delicious. Okay, now I'm on board with this. There you go. There, so now we know that both Stu and Jimmy are yummy. Oh yeah, I asked her if this dress makes my butt look big and stuff like that. Alexa, should Jimmy wear pants? Why not, right? That's hilarious. Alexa, what is. Oh, there you go. Pam wants to know, Alexa, what is the number 42? Let's see what happens. Okay, and then that's a good one. That's a good one. We're going to say one next. I don't want to overload Alexa. Then we got Alexa, why is the chicken crossing the road? That's one of the great mysteries. So it can get hit by a car. That would be the answer around here. So you can have dinner. Unless Jimmy is planning a very specific day, she says pants are a solid life choice. Okay. Well, that's a very good answer. Jimmy says, I disagree. No pants, no pants. Want me to freak you out or not? Depending. Yes, come on, freak us out. Unless he's starting a new fashion trend and moving somewhere that pants are optional, it would be a good idea. Stu's gave it a really long explanation. Oh, I'm down with that, TARDIS. Yep. Alexa, buy me an RV. Why did the sperm cross the road? Because I put it on the wrong sock today. Oh, God, Jimmy. That's as you were throwing it out the window. I'm down. Alexa buying me a new RV. Hello, Miss Cheza. How are you, sweetie? How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Driving y'all cracking me up. Oh, we're sorry. Now pay attention. Don't injure yourself. We're all screwing around with the Alexa. That's freaking hilarious. Oh, there's another good one, Alexis. It added an RV to my shopping list. Oh, shit. Great. Now he's going to get all these ads for RVs. Sorry, Stu. Here we got another one from Alexis. It says, Alexa, who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. How's Miss Cheza Doodle? Are you still doing minis, Cheza? I haven't heard or seen anything. That RV is mine. Yeah. TARDIS claimed it. I'm always shopping. I put it on a wish list, but it's not going to happen. I mean, I like the pop up, but I'm getting too old to put that shit up. So I just want to be able to open the door and go in. That's it. Oh no, Pinky dozed off. That's it. You got to go in the corner. We'll hit a naughty button for Pinky for dozing off. Wake up. That's okay, Pinky. I know. You stay up late. My cyber psychic, I just started videoing the heart and chats to send to Sky, and then you said your nice message to Sky, and I recorded too. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, that song come out in 1998. I miss old the 80s. I'd go back. Great music. I had good health. I'm not doing so great this year. Alexis, I need it. Oh, there you go. Tardis says, Alexa, I need $1,000,000 now. If she wasn't out before hitting her with the skillet, we'll certainly do it. Yes, I know. And is it rough? Wake it up. Oh no, I hear coughing. The creature in the kitchen is awake. Run, everybody, run. Yesterday was a long day helping my son move into his apartment. Did you cry? Did you cry? I hated it when my son moved, but they can't stay here forever. Wanting to buy a shirt but showed PayPal something else, wanted to use my card. Is it are you having an issue with it? I know I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm not even getting any kind of notification when people are buying something. Because normally I do, so at least I can send a thank you. I found out the other day somebody bought a water bottle and something else, and I'm like, my God, I didn't even wasn't even notified. The Bahamian version, the one we all know came out in 2000, still makes me feel old. I know, it's just when you're old when your favorite music's in the elevator. Elevator music. No. I was suffering last night with neck and nerve pain. I had to lay down. We'll see how it goes today. I think I had sympathy pains for Pinky. Oh, Sage, yeah, I know that you had to leave Bill's alive because you weren't feeling well. Hopefully, yeah, it's better. I didn't stay on too much longer after you did because I wanted to jump in the pool quick to help with the pain I was dealing with. Um, and then I laid in bed and watched something stupid like I normally do to make me laugh before I go to sleep. Oh, thanks for posting that, Pinky. Pinky, one moved out, 12 to go. Oh, jeez. See, I only have the one, so I was devastated. Because he was like, my wingman. I know I have great taste in music. I hear it in grocery stores and elevators all the time. I know. It's just, you're like, no, like I said, when it hits the elevator music, you're like, oh, I'm old. Did you know that Gene Simmons owned the majority of which is the music you hear in elevators? Gene Simmons is a brilliant businessman. He really is. But no, I didn't know that, Jimmy. That's pretty cool. Wobble, good morning, sir. I did see you sent me a message. I'll check it after. But how are you today? I hope you are well. If you guys ever get a chance, check out Womble on his radio program. They play music and have a little chit chat. I try to catch it when I can. But yeah, it's pretty cool. No, I didn't know that Gene Simmons. Well, hey, he's got his fingers in a little bit of everything. Even though I don't think that they were great performers, but as far as being out, music was okay, but brilliant, brilliant businessman. They knew how to put it out there and make money off of it. Yeah, he discovered Bon Jovi and Cinderella. I think, and Van Halen. Yeah, he's a good businessman. He really is. And to be honest, I have to come out and say, because I was a big fan of Kiss, and then but I loved it when they had the makeup on. When they took the makeup off, it was like, put it back on. Gene actually was the best looking one. Went shopping with Mrs. Wobble this morning. It wore me out. Came home and I had to have a sleep. It tuckers you out. It does. My other son moved out in 2 weeks. I will only have one son here. Oh, you're gonna have to strap that one down for a little while. Then she's gonna be going through empty nest syndrome. I did. It sucks. His fingers and everything, but my butt is off limits. I don't blame. Well, unless maybe he offers you a tidy sum there, maybe Jimmy. You might want to overlook that rule. They knew how to put on a good show. And I thought they're awesome. When you're younger, they're awesome. But then when I got older, I'm listening. I'm like, you know what? They're okay. But the show was awesome to watch. Oh, thanks, Pinky, for putting it on. Yes, I need subs. I need subs. Actually, I was working on some of the miniature stuff last night after I got done with all the computer garbage. And then I was thinking of Steph. I'm laughing. The little stuff I was putting together, I said she'd be wigging out. And I'll be working on more of that today to get caught up with it. I'll be working on miniature gardening tools. Oh boy. Last night's live was better. I enjoyed it, and the folks seemed to like the videos. Yeah, you got to change it up. You got to change it up a bit. Keep it interesting. Actually, I have a bunch of stories that I got to research online for the magazine. So I'll be sitting staring at the screen. The whole package was the thing. Yeah, it was. And I know for years we all said, "Oh God, I really want to know what they look like. I want to know what they look like." Because I had a thing for Ace Frehley, and then when he took the makeup off, I was like, "Oh God, scary dude." I may submit a song with a video to you, Womble. Hey, do it up, Jimmy. Do it up, Jimmy. Actually, I got a question you guys might want to know the answer to. Isn't one of the guitar players from Kiss? Didn't he transition and is living as a woman now, or am I wrong? Because I could have sworn I seen something about that. I'm just curious because I wasn't sure. but I'm pretty sure it was like one of the guitar players. You know, when these people just like fall off the radar, and then when you hear like these weird, and it's internet, who knows if it's true or not? So, I mean, it's not a big deal. I was just curious. Vinnie Vincent, but he hasn't fully transitioned. Okay. So all right, so it's true. All right. Thank you for filling me in. Because I do remember seeing the picture, and I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like a girl. It doesn't look like a guy. What the hell is that? What are they talking about? So that's strong rumor that looks like it may be real. You're talking about Vinnie Vincent. He does look like an old Italian aunt now. Yeah, they're thinking, wait a minute. You look like that's because I thought they had it wrong. I'm thinking, no, that's a woman they're showing. Okay, so cool. All right, so I get it. It could be scary. You know how judgmental people can be. So you know what, Vinnie Vincent, just live your life, man. Because there's another channel actually uh, that I follow on YouTube. It's the Grim Life Collective. Love them. Guy and his wife, they go around. Everything is spooky. Halloween. Just they've been to so many great Halloween places. It's you didn't even know they existed. Freaking amazing. And just recently, I mean, I haven't watched in a while, so I recently popped back in to see what they were up to, and I see the guy's in a dress, and I'm thinking, and long nails, and let his hair grow out, and I'm thinking, all right, did I miss something? Apparently, I did, because now he's going by Emily instead of Michael. I'm like, okay, now I'm caught up. Still a great program. It's just that if you don't watch for a little while and you're like, wait a minute, what the hell did I miss? As long as she's living her best life. Exactly. It's not even 8 a.m. here, and I'm sitting here too hot and sweating. Oh, sorry, Sage. I'll send some of the cooler weather your way because I think we're only going to get into the 60s here today. Oh, thank you, Betty. Betty just ordered a shirt. Yay! Let's give her a thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. TARDIS, he was the replacement for Ace Frehley, and he was, look it up. Yeah, see, that's what yeah, and he was the Chief of God Annex. He also helped write the song called Unholy, which was on their last album, Revenge, in 19. See, Jimmy knows all of this. He is a plethora of music information. So it's like, I knew he wasn't there very long, but it was, now that I'm done showing everybody what a nerd I am for Kiss, now it's it's all right. It's good info, good stuff. Alexa, who is Uncle Junk? Sorry, I had to throw that one in. The humidity's starting to climb here. Oh no! Oh no! Quick, Roger, put your undershorts in the freezer so you'll be ready for the heat wave. Oh, Sage. It's supposed to be 90 to 100 degrees here. I'm going to melt like fine chocolate. Oh my goodness. That is hot. We're supposed to slowly, after today, creep back up into the 80s, as far as I know. But with the humidity, it'll be in the 90s. So I think today's my chance to get outside and get stuff straightened up out there that I left a mess. Whoa, Uncle Chunk is the founder of Uncle Chunk Vape Juice. What even? Oh, this one gave me an answer. Everybody's feeling the effects. It's been wicked. Alexis says he is the uncle with junk in the trunk. Yeah. I like the one that Bill said. He goes, Alexa, what is a good Sasquatch recipe? I just looked it up. My late sister loved Kiss. I don't know when the transition started, but she passed in 2021. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, we loved Kiss. We did love it. It's an interesting world when Vinnie Vincent becomes Vicky Victoria. Is it is that the name? That well, I would have to say, is that the name she chose? Vicky Victoria? Not bad. Vinny is delusional. He tried selling his new album with most of the rights for it for entire album. No, I'm just making stuff up. Okay, dear people, I hate to leave good company, but I have to go make sure my streaming stuff is working before I go live after this. Oh, that's not a problem, Cynthia. Yeah, go check your stuff. I always got to make sure I got that going on because usually it turns into a big hot mess if I don't check it. 29 here in New Zealand. Pinky's got frosty cheeks. Oh, good Lord. Laura, can you give Jimmy my email address as it won't show in the chat? It must be a YouTube thing. Not a problem. I will do, sir. I'm pretty sure I've got it. Yeah. I think I can. I think I can. I want to double check so I'm not a big fat liar head. Because I do believe, yeah, I got it. I will send it to him, sir. I promise. I promise I will do it. Oh, thanks for putting it up, Pinky. Yes, if you guys aren't subbed to Cynthia, please go check it out. Subscribe. She'll be getting back to her food thing as soon as she can. We're all waiting. Patiently waiting for her to get things together so she can continue with her show. I love watching the cooking shows. They're so fun. You're welcome, Wobble. I've had people ask me to make things on live, but like I said, I don't have somebody to run the camera. You gotta have two people because then there's so much you miss. So someday, if I can suck somebody into hanging out for an hour or two, run the camera for me, maybe I'll do something. Let me see what the. I don't know. And you said you tried putting in the email and it didn't work. Let me see if I can put it in there. Let's see. Let's see. We're seeing if this is going to work. All right. That is the correct one. There. Did that work? There you go, Jimmy. I didn't think it was going to work. It's on his channel. Oh, okay. Well, see, I went through all that trouble. Jimmy. So now it's out there. Anybody want to send Womble a cheeky message, go right ahead. A food fight is no good unless the ladies are naked. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I missed the bee? No. Where the hell is it? Oh, yeah, I did miss the bee. Okay, ignore that then, guys. That doesn't exist. Ignore. I did miss the bee. Sorry. That's what happens. You can't see. So there's a B before the H. I done messed it up. Womble Gemini knows who you are. Oh. They know who you are. Run. Run, run. There we go. Pinky got it right. Yay. Yeah, I missed the B. My bad, my bad. Pinky got it right. It's because Pinky's the bomb. That's all I got to say about it. The wrong person just got a bunch of obscene emails. I know. Send them all right to that one. Bunch of inappropriate pictures, all kinds of stuff. That's going to make somebody's day, isn't it? That's freaking hilarious. Oh my goodness, we are at the 2-hour mark already. Let's see, that's weird. When I put it up, it wouldn't show, or Jimmy couldn't see it. I think maybe because you're not part of the moderator unit. So I think only me and the moderators could put stuff up, like emails up. So Pinky got it right. So there you go, guys. If you want to send Womble something naughty, go ahead. He's down. That was easy. Everything's still working, so I can hang out a bit longer. Who's the wrong person just got? Yeah, who's the right person? Well, I don't know. We don't know. I know 2 hours just flew right by, guys. It went quick. Of course, it always does. You know, good company, good chat always goes by fast. So, yeah. And I need to go find me something to eat. So, my stomach's saying, it's time. It's time. Better make me a mod then. Oh, it would make it a lot easier, wouldn't it, Womble? We'll see what we can do. So yeah, we're gonna let everybody go so everybody can go hang out with Cynthia and see what's going on with her. So Joe Vitale, what about Joe Vitale? Is he in here or is he the right person? Is that what you're asking? Love Joe. Love Joe. He's great. So I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me this morning. You guys are the best. And I always appreciate all of your support. Without you guys, I couldn't keep doing what I'm doing. I have an office having trouble, so I have to go. Okay, Sage, you have a great day. Be careful of your finger. Oh, good Lord. And don't go outside. It's bad. It's bad. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know, Jimmy, if Alexa or Stu, let me know if you got any good Sasquatch recipes from Alexa. That should be pretty interesting. Just have a great time, guys. Have a great day. I'll be on later tonight with Chaos Theory Paranormal, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Please come hang out. Get your questions ready. Until then, guys, have a great day.